welcome to my channel. My name is Peteryne. If you're new here, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe. There are so many videos coming up. If you're a subscriber, thank you. I so appreciate it. You keep motivating me to put out more videos, so thank you so much. So in this vlog, we're going to talk about finding an apartment in Liberia, finding a place to stay. So we're just gonna get into it. Enjoy the video. Thank you so much. Hello. Finding a place in Liberia. We've been working with this company to get us a place so we can move in. So it's a moving on the 1st of December. Today is the 24th of November. We met up with them, paid them a fee. It's $40 for the fee, so they can find you places instead of you driving around to to find places, because they should have different homes, apartments in their portfolio. So we did that. We chose like the second place we saw that we came to. We did a walkthrough. We really liked the house. So we said great. We went ahead and paid them a deposit of $1,000 so they can get the process going for the house. The total for a year is $4,200. So we paid them the $1,000. They called us back a couple of times, about us coming in to pay the balance, $3,000, and said, so they can speed up the process. We sat down with their manager, and he said we'll come back this week, inspect the place, see the progress on the home, meet with the owner of the house. She will be here with us, and we can do a walkthrough, tell them if we need anything else done to the place, because people haven't lived in the place for a while. So we can come in, do that, and then they will turn the key over to us even before the 1st. But we said, we can move in the 1st. It's okay. So we went back in last week.
How you doing?
About to do a walkthrough. Give me 1 second.
How you doing?
We did a walkthrough. I don't know what has been done, because it looks.
So the same last time we came.
It looked exactly the same. We did. We told them. We already did that. No, that the woman who we renting from supposed to send them all in. This is. No, it's not. It's not okay. This is the outside of it. We really wanted the place, but at this point, I don't think we're gonna have the place, because it doesn't look anything like what we said we wanted it to be. No one has touched it. At all. This is in Liberia doing business. It's just ridiculous. Yeah. Like, I'm just so pissed. So we went to the house. I mean, it's been a couple of hours since we even went there, because I had to really went to the house. Not a thing been touched to improve it. Since we saw it, we pay our money to the rental people, the company that are supposedly real estate people, or whatever, that's supposed to be doing the KAC apartment. Nothing. The guy who minds the place, we're asking if people have been working, if people are living in the area. They said not one person been there to do anything. Not a grass being cut, not a paint being splashed, nothing. And you would think that if somebody pays you your money up front, you want to at least get the project started, so when they come they can see that something, a progress has been made or something, so you can So we left. We came back to KSC apartment. They said, oh, the boss not there. When the boss went there, the balance 3,200 before any contract or whatever been signed. He called Steven's phone like a million times to try to get it. When he wanted it, we went ahead and we got it. Like, he called, I think 2 or 3 days back to back. We had other things to do. We put our time together and we came right here and we paid the money so they can have it. Okay, now all of a sudden the bus is not available to reach. Every time we come over, oh, he gone in town, he went to Orange, he's not busy, he's in a meeting and he's doing this and that and whatever. So we can't get a hold of him. We came back after we left the apartment to ask them like what's going on. They said, oh, the bus still in town. He will call us back and stuff. We call the person whose number is on the gate at the house place. He's not available till after 5, because we really want to know if they're even in business together or if they've even given him any money to do any kind of work on the house, because we're not sure at this point. So they said the boss will be back. We've done a whole bunch of running around. Whenever we go, whether we went over there like around this morning, it's 4:17 now, so we just went over there to ask them about what's going on and where the bus is still not available. It's been a couple of hours, and then they gave us the receipt that they gave us, which is handwritten on their letterhead. Give it to us about, this is the agreement. Mr. Steven has given X amount of dollars for a 1-year lease and this and that, and the keys will be turned over on December 5th. Mind you, when we sat down in this guy's office, he said we're even going to get the key around the 29th. They'll give us the key and everything after we've seen the place, we've inspected it. That with anything to be done, they can do it. We've already paid the LEC so they can set up our electricity and everything. We had to tell them to not even come to the house because they can't do anything. We don't even know if we're going to be there. He said it will be ready before the 1st. Now the paper saying before the 5th. So she's saying, we just put on the 5th. It will be ready before the 5th, so it could be ready by the 1st. So I said, no, I needed to say the 1st. That way we can have our keys and it's available. You can't just tell me before the 5th, because it could be ready on the 4th. It could be ready on or before the 5th. It could be ready on the 5th. We have our guest house until the 1st so that we can be able to move out. Now you're telling me that it's going to be ready on the 5th. So we just told them, you know what, since your boss is so unavailable, make sure tomorrow he spends the day getting our money back. We'll be out of town tomorrow, because she's like, oh, he said you should come tomorrow. We have to go out of town tomorrow. We can't come back. We'll be here on Friday. Have him have my money on Friday morning. I don't want any excuses for where the money is, what's going on, whatever. Give me my money so I can go find somewhere else to stay. I don't care how much I have to pay for a place to stay. I really, really like the place. We didn't go back and forth. We didn't negotiate. We didn't whatever. I mean, it's pretty cheap, from compared to what we pay on, in the U.S. So I don't mind paying the amount of money that people are asking for. But I like the area because at least it's pretty stable. The house is, self-contained. It's in a big fence and stuff like that. So we really like it. So now we're about to go and look at other places. And then tomorrow we can have one of our friends take a look around to a few places so that when we get back on Friday, we can look. Friday is Steven's birthday and we can't even celebrate his birthday because now we have to figure out this housing thing. But okay, so clearly I was upset in that video, just because it was just a lot going on. We're trying to find a place, and when we first met with the manager, he told us that we could, when we did a walkthrough with the agent initially, and they said, the homeowners were responsible for like things in the outside of the place, making sure like the running water and things were in place before we moved in. So when we went to do the walkthrough, and that wasn't the case, it was like they hadn't touched anything, clearly. So that was upsetting, and they already had our money. Well, we've already given our money to the realtors. So the $4,200 we're giving it. So it's like, what do we do now? Anyways, we talked to him afterwards we decided to stay instead of, um, well, I wanted to initially just get my money and find somewhere else, but we decided to stay with him and find a place. And he told us that, he was going to talk to the homeowners and so we can work everything out. We said okay. He brought us a contract, the leasing agreement, and when it came, it had a different amount on it. So instead of 4,200, I think it said 4,500, which is slightly not what we agreed on or what they initially said they wanted for the house. So we felt like maybe they were being greedy a little bit, and we said, well, that doesn't make sense to now pay this extra money. If they had said that in the beginning, then that's different. But now they know, that maybe we could come out with this money, so now they add on another 300 on it. So we said, no, we're sticking to it, to the 4,200. Then they came back and said that in order for us to stay there, the gentleman who you heard in the background that was, that takes care of the place, he doesn't live there. He lives, outside of the place. They said that he should live in the boys' quarter, like the house that you saw back there. He should stay there. This is a complete stranger. We don't know him from anywhere. Now they're asking us to live with him and basically be responsible for him. So if we did that, then we were going to stick to the 4,200. So at that point, we said no, forget it. They've already let us down once with not fixing up the place because the initial $1,000 was supposed to be kind of used to do whatever thing he needed to be done in the house, or some of the money at least. So that wasn't done. Now you're asking us to live with a complete stranger that we don't know from anywhere. So we said no, let's just try to find a new place and move on. So they found us another place, so we found the house and we liked it, and we liked the location. Cheaper than even the initial house, but this one was not self-contained. It's an apartment, but we're upstairs, and then they have another apartment downstairs, and then two in the back, like two apartments in the back. So we were fine with that. Still a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom apartment. It's spacious, and we liked it also. Met the homeowners. They, told us that we can kind of start painting because, the homes here, like they painted like different colors and stuff. So they told us we could start painting. So we started painting the house. Our friend started painting the house, and because the guy did not pay them their money yet, even though we've met them, they've given us a go ahead to set up, LEC and to paint. Our friend called us and said that we should come over because they basically told him to stop painting, and he should, turn over the keys because they didn't get some of, the ballast money, but I think he had only given them $2,000 at this point, and the total amount should have been $3,900. So they said, they were taking their keys back, they were going to give him the money because he didn't pay them. So we had to do a whole back and forth with him. The lady, liked Stevie and I, so she said, even though she didn't have all her money yet, she would still let us to use the place. So she would still give, but we still didn't have like a receipt or anything from them. We had our receipt from KSC apartment, but we didn't have our receipt from our landlords. So we still were able to move in, which is what you see now with us being back in the house to continue paying.
Let us back in. So this is home sweet home. Let's see. We are painting. Oh, you're right. But this one brown, but in there is white. So we're both right.
What?
Brown, white.
This side is not white.
No, we're good. We're not waiting for y'all.
No, I said we're coming towards you.
Oh, okay. Like y'all beach, yeah? Oh, who own the beach? Like y'all own it?
Yeah.
What the people what like y'all own it?
The people tell the people also. We don't want them to say them.
How you get it? Hey, you own a beach. You own a jacket or money too. I have beach, son. Pay up. This is our first night in the new apartment. It's darkness. We have LAC. We tried it a couple of days ago. Everything worked. Tonight we came because everything is empty here. Container in here yet. With our furniture and stuff, so we have our air mattress, and we're trying to step up, step down, trying to get it. First of all, we put the light on, and it's extremely low, and then we try using the outlet to do the step up, step down, or even charge my other phone. None of the outlets work, and we call the guy who lives here. He's the lady's son or something like that. So he came, looked at the breaker, some issue with the breaker that needed to be replaced. So now Steven and him are downstairs trying to put air in the air mattress to bring it back up here. Use their apartment to put the air in the mattress and then come back up here so we can sleep on something. But yeah, transition to Liberia house is challenges. This is one of them. Your thanks to your cleaning a place. Those things will be looked at. But you basically get the place to run and then you do all the work, and then when you're leaving, I guess you just leave it and the next person comes and do whatever damage, fix whatever damage was done. So like in one of the guest rooms, there's a hole on the wall to the ceiling. In the pantry, one of the ceiling pieces is missing. Good morning. We are moved in. We slept here last night for the first night. We don't have any furniture yet because our our things are still in the shipping container that arrived. So now we're just working with the broker to get them out of the port. Let's hope Freeport does not make this a difficult one, because people have been having issues with getting their shipping containers out and paying excessive storage fees, even though it's some issue at the port with getting some kind of documentation. I'm not quite sure, but it's the port's fault. However, customers are being charged for the storage. But this is the house before furniture. This is living room space, which is pretty big. We bought this step up, step down because we had our air mattress last night and we were trying to use it. So we need it for other appliances that are, I guess, $210 or $220. This is dining room space, also pretty big. This is the kitchen. We have to put some cabinets up. We have to paint. We just realized this yesterday that the sink in the kitchen does not have any pipes, so now they have to come and fix it. We bought a few snacks and things in the kitchen. That leads to the back porch, but we put a lock on there, so this is the pantry, which is screaming for painting and for some paint, and that's there. They have to fix that as well. It's almost like you're renting a fixer-upper and you're putting your own things in it, and when you're leaving, you're taking things out. It's kind of interesting. But this is Liberia. It's not everywhere, obviously. You have some apartments that are already done, but we are short of time and we didn't want to be looking everywhere for a place. This is one room. It comes with a bathroom, pretty big bathroom. We have to paint that as well. But we painted the room because they were all like rainbow colors everywhere. I don't really like that. This is another bathroom in here that still needs some fixing. This is one of the colors that they had. We ran out of paint and we fixed this. Like, that's there. That's there. So they need to fix this up. This is another smaller rooms. This is another color. Another bathroom. Another bedroom. Yeah, we picked that. We go into the master, which is pretty big. We had to put that there because it's a hole that goes on the front porch, but that's where I guess you connect the AC. They have to fix this window, it has a crack in it. This is the master, this is I'll explain this situation. Our air mattress, this needs a door, there's no door to the bathroom closet. I have to unpack all of these and kind of sort them out, that's why they're like this, but we need a closet door. This is the master bath. Okay, let's start first night. Let's start our first night in the apartment. I'm sweating. We had LEC installed or connected. We had LEC connected a few days ago, so we we're expecting to just come in, put our step, turn the breaker on, put our step up, step down, and then pump our air mattress and watch some movies and have dinner. However, when we got here, we turned on the breaker. The lights were pretty dim, but the lights came on, so we knew it wasn't LBC's fault. We called the guy who is here staying in the back. We called him because he's been helping us. We called him and he tried doing it, because nothing was charging. I tried charging my phone, so my phones are dead right now. I tried charging my phone, trying to plug the step up, step down. We couldn't do that. So we figure out there's something on the breaker that's messed up. I think the breaker is messed up. We'll end up changing that. But we have to buy something to change it. So he was kind enough. We took the air mattress downstairs to where they stay, put air in it, and brought it up. When we brought it up, we realized it had a hole in it. So we sealed it a little bit, but that didn't last. Maybe in about an hour or two, the mattress was deflated. So yeah, we kind of had to. I put some clothes on the mattress so I can get a little bit of cushion. So I figured out how to sleep last night. And prior to going to the room, we sprayed mosquito spray everywhere just to make sure we're safe. But there's so many different holes, even the screen. I don't know. It's like this, so mosquitoes can just bounce under here and go in. So it's a lot of sealing we have to do. Yeah, but it just, we didn't feel anything. I heard one mosquito, but when we woke up this morning and we killed a few, there was blood in it. So we know there's something else. So yeah, but we didn't really sleep. I'm extremely tired. Body's aching. I'm taking it much better than I expected to take all of these changes. I think I'm adjusting better. I don't know what my husband would say, but I think I'm adjusting better. The old me would have been purchasing my plane ticket back to the States like last night, but I'm still here. And we don't have running water in the house. The landlady is sorting that out, but there is a well. And last night we couldn't get water because we couldn't find the drug bucket. So we had to wait till this morning to get water. And Steven was going to town, and so I had to draw water this morning and bring it up these stairs. Let me show you where I have. Let me show you my route. So, get the water. I have to come up these stairs. Over here. And here again. And the well is in the back. So this is, we have to paint over here. But yeah, this is what I had to do. I still have to go get at least 2 more. We don't have a barrel yet, and we're short. Oh, I'm sitting on one of the buckets, on the bucket that we have, but I have to go and get some more water, just because one of the bathrooms smells like bathroom, you know what I mean. I put Dettol and stuff in it, but I just feel like I have to flush it out as much as I can. I'm stressed. When I'm stressed out, this like this. These two things show stress and lack of sleep, so that happens. But it's gonna be fine. One thing I'm excited about is we're getting our refrigerator today. We'll have cold food, but I don't have like anything to heat it up with. But at least we can put some things in the fridge, and we'll get a little coal pot or a burner, and until the rest of our things come, or we can hire someone. We had some nice red oil potato grains yesterday, but we didn't have a fridge to put the remaining food in, and when we tried eating it late, well, Steven tried eating it late last night, it was already spoiled. So today we have our fridge and we can get some food, but we'll see. Wait a second. Someone in the yard is hooking us up with water. They're drawing water in a big 5-gallon paint bucket. I just heard him like putting the water downstairs. That's why I went and see it. It's like Christmas, okay? Because coming up these stairs with a bucket of water is no joke. So I'm extremely happy that they're bringing me water. Yes.
First night in the house was loud. I'm just gonna be honest. It was loud. Like there is noisy, like noisy. I think I didn't sleep clearly, but I think I woke up to this lady walking around with a megaphone preaching all under our window. And then maybe like 30 minutes or an hour later, somebody was like pounding something, or maybe they were cooking or something like that. So this is all before 5 in the morning. And then you have mosquitoes. Clearly you see me scratching my skin the whole time. So yeah, mosquitoes, the noise, the cars, the music, everything. So it takes a, it kind of it's a lot to adjust to, like your first night. But we pulled through. But I can't wait to get to experience, Liberia. It gets better. Just to let you know, it does get better. And I will give you more updates on that. So continue watching, and thank you so much for tuning in. The next video will be coming up soon. I will try to upload a video at least twice a week, but if I can't do twice a week, I will do it once a week, so I can keep it going. But thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like, comment. Tell me, your first experience in Liberia. How was it? Your first night, maybe, or how is it getting adjusted to the different noise? Just let me know, or just how it is adjusting in general. Or just hit me up in the comments and let me know.